Hey, yo, you rewind this, bet US behind this. Aight, y'all, back at it like a crack addict, continuing with the Making the Dynasty series, going over the entire roster and letting guys know what I think or what I would like to have happen, right? I do not know what will happen, neither do you. You have people out there saying that this is going to happen, that's going to happen. They don't know either. This is all conjecture, so keep that in mind there. It's always better to put out what you think you want to happen, or not even what you think, like just what you would want to happen opposed to what you think will happen, because you don't have any connection to the team. You guys sitting out there, right? You're just fans. So, man, so you continue to treat yourself as a fan and stop trying to be some type of know-it-all. All right? So with that being said, Zack Baun, he's somebody who I would love to have back in the Eagles uniform for the next however many years. He is everything that I said he would be, right? People always want to point out if I'm wrong on something, but they don't want to come back and give your boy credit. I was deadly accurate on Zack Baun. Go ahead and roll this bad boy right here so you can see what's going on. Zack Baun right here. Look at this. Bang! Someone's done. Where you going, son? Look at that. That's how you play football. How many times you will continue to be this type of player, especially under someone like Vic Fangio? He fits the scheme to perfection. What we do not know is where the dollars will be allocated, right? I'm this guy. I said it before. I would rather have Zack Baun and Milton Williams back more than Mekhi Becton, right? People talking about Mekhi. I'm sorry. I love Tyler Steen as well. I don't find Becton to be that much better than Tyler Steen, and Tyler Steen is on a rookie deal, which will allow you to sign someone like Zack Baun and the Milton Williams, and maybe you get a guy like Joshua. I don't know, right? I don't know how the dollars will allocate. Isaiah Rodgers as well, right, as you seen on my last one there. But guess what? Everybody else going to want to sign Zack Baun too. If you see here, right, you got people talking about the 49ers. I saw like the Patriots and Lions, all kinds of teams, right? So he will make him some money. He had a great year. And guess what? We still don't know what the philosophy is for one. This is how we do Howie Roseman. Right? Traditionally, me and Howie are aligned on this, right? Although I played off-ball linebacker and safety, I do not find off-ball linebacker to be a position where I would pay premium dollars to someone for. Right? I wouldn't use super high draft capital on off-ball linebackers. A lot of the best off-ball linebackers are guys like Zack Baun, right? What was he? He was the 74th overall pick. A lot of the guys out there are second round and beyond guys. So think about that there. So you can land on these guys in the second or third round, fourth round like that and get yourself a potential all-pro. Right? Remember, we had a guy, right? Look at the season Zack Baun killed it, right? 151 total tackles there, 93 solo, 3.5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles. That man was killing it with the forced fumbles and having people with the Dukalax, right? Dukalax moments all through that bad boy. But guess what? My guy before him was TJ Edwards, right? And it's funny, they were teammates at Wisconsin. Same kind of deal, right? TJ Edwards is a tackling machine. And his last year when we went to the Super Bowl, he had 99 solo tackles, 159 total tackles there, a couple of sacks, forced fumble recovery. We know how he does it. The man was the absolute truth, right? He had 7 passes defense as well. How many did Zack Baun have here? Zack Baun had 4 passes defense. I always thought TJ Edwards in coverage was a little bit better than people would give him credit for. TJ Edwards was that dude. And they allowed him to walk even though he was drafted here. It's not out of the question that we don't see Zack Baun anymore in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform. It would be bad. I was sad when TJ Edwards was gone, right? I'll be sad that Zack Baun is gone. But even more so for TJ because he was drafted here. So let's operate under the pretense that Zack Baun is not back. We know Nakobe Dean, albeit with injury, will be there, right? The guy had an incredible year as well. He is everything I said he was going to be, making them haters nauseous. Oh, he's so shrimpy. Shrimpy D's. Wait, hold on. That didn't come out right. Anyway, look, Nakobe Dean, the hall monitor, says no running. We know what Nakobe Dean is all about. He's the perfect Mike backer in a Vic Fangio defense. We also know he has a clone on the team who also had a pretty good showing as a rookie. That would be one Jeremiah Trotter Jr. My man Trotter Jr. is a run and stick backer, very much like the hall monitor, and we really been serious about it, right? Man, they're such clones that if they don't feel comfortable with Nakobe Dean moving forward, I would imagine that they would be just fine with Jeremiah Trotter. Now, I want to see those two guys in Eagles uniforms for their entire Eagles career, but, man, when you're that similar to someone would have to play a position that might not be suited for them, which would be that will backer, right? The weak side backer, pretty much the one that you're going to put in coverage more often than not. And one of these guys that probably has to be a little bit better of an athlete. Oren Burks. Why not re-sign him on a less expensive deal, which would allow you, obviously, to go after some of those aforementioned names that I said in free agency that we have, or retain the guys that we want to retain there. That would be spectacular there. You would definitely be able to afford some people with Oren Burks in the fold on that deal, and he'd give you that veteran presence. He played very admirable in Nakobe Dean's stead. Just in the playoffs alone, you can see here he had 16 solo tackles, 25 total. He had a sack and 2 forced fumble, and he had a pass defense. So Oren Burks, man, that's not a bad idea at all. And then you can double back or dip back into the draft and grab Nakobe Dean's former college teammate, one Smael Mondon, who fits that role better than anybody I can think of right now. Smael Mondon, he definitely represents closer to the new age linebacker. You can see how thin he is out there, man. 220 pounds. I believe he probably weighs less than Chris Rodriguez here, but this man is a first responder, all EMT team, no doubt about that. You can see him get to Chris here, and but look at that. Chris drives on him, right? A little bit different there. He ain't driving on Jamon Dumas-Johnson. Jamon Dumas-Johnson solidly built, but you can see here, same deal. Head on the outside, get low, try to get the hands below the buttocks, and then drive. But, hey, it's a stalemate meeting of the minds there, but Chris Rodriguez continues to drive a little bit on him there. He just has the bulk up, man. I like to see him get to, if he get to like 235 or something like that, it's a wrap. Absolute wrap. You can see Mondon here work backside pursuit, that weak side, and look at that. You can tell that with just some more, right? Remember, he's 6'3" at 220 pounds, right? If he was 6'1", 220, it may not be as bad. You still want to get a little bit more than that, but he's pretty tall with it, 6'3", but not too many people getting away from him, but it does take him a little bit of time right there. Instead of striking and it be over there, you can see right here, he having to ride the donkey, right? Pause. I got to pause that one. You can see him having to struggle to get the man down on the ground there. So definitely want to see how he looks this year in his true junior year, right? He's a junior, and he was like this, right? So, I mean, as a sophomore, he was like this. So he may be a hard gainer. Pause. Real men watch to the end and then comment. You can see him working with this wheel route here, and your man is able to work, to me, one of the best linebackers that I've seen in coverage. He's not going to panic. He can flip his hips and everything right there. He can obviously run. So he forced this. It might just be a bad Will Levis pass right here, but looks like Will Levis knew he didn't have anywhere to go with this and just kind of sold it there. A lot of history with this team, and people know. If I'm even suggesting a Georgia player, you know it has to be probably someone special, because I'm sick and tired of the Georgia shit. I hate that it's attached to Philadelphia Eagles. I hate these bandwagon-ass fans that from Georgia and all that. So if you follow the channel, you know why, right? It's my primary cover was the Georgia Bulldogs pretty much since the beginning of my career. And yeah, let's just say not a big fan of a lot of their fans. We don't see eye to eye with a lot of shit, right? But I have a huge fan base, and much love to those people who I do rock with down south and with the Georgia Bulldogs coverage there. But I know for a fact that has nothing to do with the players. It's the fans, because their players are the absolute truth. And I can dig that. And Smael Mondon is one of these guys I keyed on early in his career, and the guy definitely didn't disappoint. And I would think about somebody like that. maybe in the second round for sure, right? But with that 32nd pick, I don't think that would be a bad pick at all, right? So you guys have to let me know what you think about Smael Mondon, right? I'll do a film study during the film study time leading up to the draft, so this ain't it. Maybe I'll just throw in a couple of clips from my Georgia coverage from a couple of years ago when I was doing that Georgia coverage. But other than that, you have to let me know what you know about Smael Mondon and how you think he fits that Will role. Very much similar player to Zack Baun. He has the ability to be a really good coverage backer, though, the way he can flip his hips and everything. I want to say he has defensive back in his background. Him alongside Jeremiah Trotter or alongside Nakobe Dean in the future, come on, man. That would be off. You know what I mean? That would be it right there, right? And learning from a guy like Oren Burks as well, who has a similar body type, you can do much worse. So Smael Mondon, I think, is going to be a damn good player. And then those young guys having a young linebacking court like that, of course, you know what I'm saying, with that Georgia shit they have going on, I can see that being very successful. But those are my thoughts. You give me your thoughts. Our thoughts don't always have to align, right? Everybody always get crazy. If I don't agree with them, then it's like, oh man, this and that, and I'm like, bro, we don't have the same football brain. We're not gonna always think the same. So you give your thoughts, and let it be that. All right? I mean, if I don't agree with it, we do what it is. This Philly, baby. Shit is just brash around here, right? You know what it is, baby. You in Strawberry Mansion, it's brash. You in Brewery Town, it's brash. Hard Tramp, Sharswood is brash. So, right? Grays Ferry is brash. Point Breeze brash. It's just going to be what it is. So let's get that dialogue rolling there. Let me know what you think about this particular thing there. And then, of course, I know most of us want Zack Baun back. But remember, if Zack Baun is not there, how do we proceed? All right. Big salute to everybody out there, man. Much love to all my top Billin villains. Much love to BetUS, as always, offering that 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two. You haven't already done that, man. What are you waiting for? It's too dope to be true. BetUS offering that 24/7 customer support, 24-hour payouts. So all you have to do is enter the promo code YouTube150 over at BetUS and get to playing. Y'all know I'm a huge combat sports fan. I was getting it in with that big Riyadh season card with those prop bets and those parlays. That's where you enter multiple bets within the same contest to level up for even more winning. Make sure you're doing that, baby. Combat Sports is where it's at. Remember, 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two. BetUS, where the game begins.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.